Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a little more formalized for what I believe is lesson 4. And we're talking about chords of a key and improvising. So I'm going to write a little something out on the key of C instead of totally improvising. I'm just going to write out a chord progression. And again, remember that when you're talking about the key of C, there's no sharps or no flats. And just as in every key, the second, the third, and the sixth are minor. So I think we'll start with a C chord, go to a D minor, go to an A minor, go to an E minor, really hit the minors, and then go to an F. And we'll just mess around with that. So I couldn't even keep to my own progression because there's too much improvisation in me. Apparently I can't control myself. So there would be 2 different ways you could jam over that very simple chord progression. And I'll go over them kind of slowly because in the past, when I've said I'm going to go over something slowly, I'm not really doing it slowly. So again, the E minor pentatonic, again, E minor is part of the key of C. It's a pentatonic, so it means that it has no half steps. And it's really the half steps that make you notice if something is in key or not, right? So since it's missing the half steps, it's a good universal jamming tool because it can be used in many different keys without the half steps. The fact that it's not in that key doesn't jump out. So the first pattern is we're going to start at the 3rd fret, 6th string, go to the 5th, 2nd string, go to the 2nd, down to the 5th, same thing, and we get to the G, it changes, right? So it's a G, A, goes down right to the B, because again it's in the key of C, no sharps or flats. Doesn't sound right without crunch. Then when you slide down, again, no sharps or flats, goes into a kind of an interesting pattern. So these first 3, just a very simple run that you don't typically see where you're just doing a box pattern. I use that a lot sliding into the next pattern, which is a very standard pattern. I'm sure lots of you have learned and been told it's only in this one key. When it's untrue, this pattern is used in every key, just like everything I showed you. So we're going from the 7th, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, down to the 10th. For both the E and the A string. So remember before it said, you know, use the neck, people. I really like going. Just connecting those two patterns alone together, using more of the neck, you can really have fun with jam. All right, so then the next pattern, and we'll just go down to the 12th fret because obviously after that it repeats. And it's good then to practice these on the individual strings too. And in groups of strings. So instead of just doing this, you know, it's a lot cooler looking. So you get the idea. You can do all kinds of fun stuff. Sorry, it's early in the morning. I'm a little rusty. But you get the idea. By using that E minor pentatonic across the whole neck, you can jam against the key of C and many other keys because it doesn't have any half steps. So let's go a little bit slower and talk about the key of C. Obviously, all of the open strings, a guitar is tuned essentially to a G chord, are good, right? You can use any of the open strings. But then as you go down, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G, A, B, C. Everything you just learned in the E minor pentatonic fits as well, but now we're adding the half steps. Get the idea? So what I like to do in the songs that I write and compose myself is, I like to start off in the E minor pentatonic, because it's pretty easy, and then slide into the key of C and occasionally throw in the half steps, because that kind of throws the listener off. So one of my songs, I use the initials for it, because the name's not, you know, family appropriate, PNS. You know, I'll start off by a slide. Okay, just very pentatonic-like. And then when I break into the rest of the solo, I start to introduce some of the half steps. So even though I was using the half steps here, for this bend, right back to the pentatonic. And then also using one of the devices we've talked about before, repetition. So I'm going to do that whole solo break again real quick. So that's a solo to one of my songs. All right, well, I think you get the idea. I hope this was helpful. Again, please comment, give me feedback, good, bad, ugly, indifferent. Like the videos if you like them, unlike them if you don't, and then subscribe if you'd like to see more. I've really only been at this for about 2 weeks, seriously, and I've got over 30 videos up there. So hopefully there's something that everyone can either enjoy or get something out of. Thank you very much. Remember, tune or die.